stay right here. You didn't click this by accident. And no, you are not late. Even if it feels like you arrived after everyone else. Even if your heart keeps whispering, I should have been there sooner. God says, you are exactly where I need you to be. Stay with this message till the end. There is something here meant just for you. You've been watching others move ahead, their success, their breakthroughs, their peace, and quietly asking yourself, did I miss my moment? Did I wait too long? Is it too late for me? God says, no, what looks like delay was actually preparation. I did not rush you because rushing would have broken you. I did not release you early because you were still becoming strong. You weren't behind. You were being built in silence. Some seasons are not about speed. They are about depth. You learned patience. You learned humility. You learned how to stand when no one clapped for you. And God says, that is why you are ready now. You think others are ahead, but they didn't walk your path. They didn't carry your weight. They didn't survive what you survived. Your journey required more strength, so it took more time. Listen carefully. What God is about to do in your life does not depend on how fast you arrived. It depends on how deeply you've grown, and you've grown more than you realize. You didn't miss your opportunity. Your opportunity was waiting for this version of you, the version that doesn't quit easily, the version that prays quietly, the version that keeps going even when answers don't come. God says, now is your time to move, not rushed, not pressured, but confident. Doors will open that wouldn't have opened before. People will notice what they once overlooked, and what felt delayed will suddenly feel perfectly timed. If this message is speaking to your heart, stay with me just a little longer, because God also says, stop comparing your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 10. Your story is unfolding exactly as it should. And if this channel is bringing you peace, clarity, and strength, make sure you subscribe. New messages like this are shared regularly. Messages meant to lift you, guide you, and remind you that God is still working in your life. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are not behind. God says, you are right on time. Bain Raho, stay right here. You've been carrying a quiet question inside you. If I'm not late, then why does it feel so heavy? God says, because you were being strengthened, not punished. Some people arrive early and break under pressure. You arrived later because you were chosen to last. Think about it. If what you're waiting for had come earlier, would you have known how to hold it? Would you have protected it? Would you have valued it? God says, I waited for you to become ready, not perfect, but rooted. You've learned how to stand alone. You've learned how to move forward without applause. You've learned how to trust even when nothing made sense. That is not delay. That is development. Stay with this message, because what's coming next will make the waiting feel small. God is aligning things you cannot see yet. Conversations, connections, moments. And when it begins to happen, it will feel sudden, but it was never random. You will look back and say, now I understand why it couldn't happen before. So don't rush yourself, don't doubt yourself, and don't quit now. If this message is giving you clarity, make sure you subscribe to this channel. These messages are made for people walking quietly but faithfully. Stay till the end. God says, you are not late, you are prepared. Bain Raho, stay right here. You've been doing something powerful without realizing it. You kept going without certainty. Most people only move when they see results. You moved with faith. You showed up even when the outcome was unclear. God says, that alone sets you apart. You thought nothing was changing, but inside you, everything was. Your mindset matured. Your heart softened. Your vision sharpened. And now you're standing at a point where small steps will create big shifts. God says, what you start next will move faster than you expect. Not because time changed, but because you changed. You're calmer now, stronger now, more aware. And this version of you doesn't need to rush to prove anything. Stay with me. If you've been feeling a quiet peace lately, that's alignment. If you've been feeling ready but patient, that's confirmation. God is not asking you to wait anymore. He's asking you to walk confidently. And if this channel is helping you stay grounded and focused, don't forget to subscribe. More messages like this are coming. Messages that meet you exactly where you are. You're not behind. You're not late. You're not forgotten. God says, you are right on time. Bain Raho, stay right here. Something important is happening, even if it doesn't look dramatic. God says, you've entered a season where effort begins to feel lighter, not because the work disappeared, but because your heart is no longer fighting the process. You're not forcing progress anymore. You're flowing with it. Stay right here. There was a time when every step felt heavy, when doubt slowed you down, when you questioned yourself too much. But look at you now. You're calmer, more aware, more confident in who you are becoming. God says, this is maturity, and maturity moves faster than motivation. What you start finishing now will surprise you. Things that once took months will begin to move in weeks, not because time changed, because you did. Stay till the end. You no longer need constant signs. You don't need approval from everyone. You trust your direction, and that trust is opening doors quietly. If this message is speaking to you, make sure you subscribe to this channel. These messages are for people who are stepping forward with clarity and peace. God says, you are walking in alignment, and it shows. Bain Raho, stay right here. You've reached a moment where silence is no longer empty. It's powerful. God says, the season of watching has ended. The season of becoming visible has begun. You were hidden for a reason, not ignored, protected, not delayed, positioned. While others rushed forward, you were learning how to move with purpose, and now your presence carries weight. Stay with this message, because what happens next is not loud, it's certain. God says, you won't have to chase what's meant for you. It will recognize you. Opportunities will feel natural. Conversations will flow differently. People will sense your confidence, even before you speak. This is what growth looks like. Quiet, grounded, uncheckable. You're no longer asking, am I ready? You're starting to realize, I've been ready for a while. And here's the part you need to hear. God didn't bring you this far to leave you unsure. What you're stepping into will require courage, but not fear. So don't shrink yourself. Don't rush your steps, and don't doubt your timing. Stay till the end. If this message is helping you stay focused and calm, take a moment to subscribe to this channel. New messages are shared here for people who move with faith and patience. God says, you are stepping forward at the perfect moment. Bain Raho, stay right here. This part is about movement, the quiet kind that changes everything. God says, you're no longer preparing to begin. You have already begun. You may not see a big shift yet, but your direction is clear now, and clarity creates speed. Stay with this message. You're making decisions faster, not rushed, just confident. You're letting go of what drains you, without guilt. You're choosing what strengthens you, without fear. God says, this is progress. The old version of you hesitated. This version moves with intention. And here's what matters. Consistency will do more for you now than effort ever did before. Small steps, daily focus, steady belief. That's how momentum is built. Stay till the end. Soon, people will ask, when did this happen? And you'll smile, because you know it happened. One calm decision at a time. If this message is helping you stay aligned and focused, make sure you subscribe to this channel. These messages are created to support your growth step by step. God says, you're moving forward, and it's working. Bain Raho, stay right here. This part is about recognition, not from the world, but from yourself. God says, you finally see your own growth, not in loud wins, but in quiet moments. The way you respond differently now, the way you choose peace over reaction, the way you trust yourself without asking permission. Stay with this message. You used to doubt every step, now you pause, and then move with confidence. God says, this is self-trust, and it changes everything. You're no longer waiting for validation. You don't need everyone to understand you. You're comfortable knowing you're on the right path, and that comfort is what creates strength. Stay till the end. The next phase of your life won't require more effort. It will require more belief. Belief in your timing, belief in your choices, belief in who you've become. If this message is resonating with you, make sure you subscribe to this channel. These messages are for people learning to walk forward with confidence. God says, you are stepping into your own power. Bain Raho, stay right here. This part is about ownership. God says, you are no longer waiting for permission. You are giving it to yourself. You don't need approval the way you used to. You don't look back as often. Your steps feel firm now. Stay with this message. There was a time when hesitation ruled your choices. Now clarity leads them. God says, this is what inner authority feels like. You trust your instincts. You listen carefully. And when you move fully. That's growth. Stay till the end. The next chapter of your life will be written by consistency, not urgency, by calm focus, not pressure. And the best part, you won't have to announce it. People will notice the change by how steady you've become. If this message is helping you stay grounded and confident, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Messages like this are created for people stepping into their purpose with peace. God says, you are leading your own journey now.